Hello, this is a lesson on how to make a giant bubble wand. You can make a giant bubble wand using any cotton string and some sticks of some kind. This is one that I made using, I've got it here. I think this is about 2 or 3 millimeter diameter cotton rope and some 60 centimeter long bamboo sticks, and we have a bubble wand. I'm going to show you how to make a bigger bubble wand, and let's have a look at the instructions. So, giant bubble wand, you will need 90 to 100 centimeter long doweling or sticks. Now, this doweling I got from B&Q, and it's about 8 to 10 millimeters in diameter. Okay, you can use sticks, anything you can find really. Cotton rope about 4 millimeter in diameter, and rope with synthetic core is the best. So I've got some here, I'll show you that later actually. A washer or something to act as a weight. Now I've got, this is a washer, a nut. I try and avoid these because they're metal and they go rusty, and I get a little bit worried about them going into people's eyes. So I had a plastic bead which was on the table. It's just rolled off. You probably saw it before. And this is a piece of plastic tubing that I cut off. You can get this from B&Q as well. You don't have to use a weight. I find it helps a little bit, but if you don't want to use a weight, you just make your longer piece of rope slightly shorter. Okay, so you cut 160 centimeter long piece of rope and one 220 centimeter long piece of rope. You tie the shorter rope to the end of each stick, thread the weight onto the longer rope, tie the longer rope to the shorter rope about 15 centimeters from the end of the stick on each side, and then tie a knot in the middle of the rope where the weight is. Let's have a go. So here's my doweling, and I've already cut a piece of string or rope. Now inside it, it's a synthetic core. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the middle of the synthetic core, and I'm going to start pulling out. You pull it a certain distance, and then you have to just pull back down on the outside on the cotton bit. So you keep doing that until it comes out. It's best to use cotton rope because it soaks up the bubble mix better, but taking the synthetic core out of it makes it more flexible, and you don't want something which holds together and then suddenly springs apart because it will burst the bubbles. Now I'm going to put these to one side, and I've got 2 pieces that I prepared earlier. So this is my shorter rope here. So I get my 2 sticks and I tie one end of the rope to one end of the stick, and you need to have about 20 centimeters of rope to start with for you to be able to tie it. You want to have about that much space because you're going to tie another knot in it at the end. I'm not going to tie it too tight to start off with because I might need to adjust it. So I'm just doing a simple knot. Okay, and we have the top part of the bubble wand. Now next I get my washer, and not a washer, it's this is a piece of plastic tubing, and I'm just going to put it about in the middle of the longer piece of rope, and then I'm going to tie the longer piece onto the rope that's already tied onto the sticks. Just about got enough space to make another knot on that afterwards. Then I do the same on the other side. Okay, and then I'm just going to check. Okay, they're about the same distance apart. Now, next, what I do, I'm going to hold it up, and I need to make sure that I get my weight roughly in the middle. It's roughly in the middle now, and then I'm just going to tie a knot in the middle like this, and if it's not got all tangled up, I should have my bubble wand. Maybe I would adjust it a little bit to the right, but I'm just going to leave this one as it is. It won't make much difference. So I'm just going to tie the end here again. This time I'm going to pull it tighter and make a second knot. When you're making the knots, you want to make sure that the end of the rope is not hanging down like this, or it might burst the bubble. So I'm going to do the same on the other side. And I have my giant bubble wand. This is a bigger bubble wand like the one that I made earlier. So I'm going to keep it together, put it all the way in, lift it up slowly, widen it out slowly or it will burst, and then I move backwards and close the bubble wand, and I've got a giant bubble. Should be able to get another one out of it. Widen it out, close it to make the giant bubble. So I'm going to keep it together, don't mix it up in there, lift it up higher, higher, higher. Because there's no wind, I'm going to have to widen it out and move back. So I widen it out, and I'm going to move back quite quickly.